You've been in the role now for a couple of months. Looking forward to the break and for the boys as well?
Yeah, I'm sure the boys will be looking for a break, but we're a club that's in a position that we need to make the most of every opportunity we've got. You know they have to have a little bit of a rest, but it'd be nice to be able to keep going, but I'm sure the boys will have a break and they'll come back in good shape.
Over at the Crows, there's not many injury concerns heading back into pre-season when they arrive. How about the team here?
Yeah, well, look, we're pretty similar. We've got 4 or 5 that are still going to be a little bit slower after Christmas, but predominantly we're going to have everyone back on the track. There's the long-termers that we all know about, but other than that, we're really good.
Is Robbie Gray the biggest concern?
Oh, well, clearly Robbie's one of our very good players, and we'd like him back, but he's coming back from a knee reconstruction, which we all know is going to be a 12-month recovery. So yeah, but we have to be patient with Robbie because he's an important part of the future.
So you're looking at around 3 or 4 for him?
Look, I'm not sure what the actual date's going to be, but if you look purely on 12 months, it's going to be somewhere around those sort of numbers.
Yep.
Has anyone surprised you, fitness-wise, of all the players since you've been here?
No, not the players. I think the players haven't surprised me at all. I've been really encouraged by the way they've gone about their work and the way they've soaked up the work. They've been pushed, and they've really responded well to that. So no one's really surprised me, but I'm really been pleased with what they've done.
And what are you expecting them to do during the break?
Have some good times with their families and then enjoy the break away, but come back ready to play AFL football straight away.
What sort of break do you give yourself, Ken?
Oh, look, like the players, I'll have the same amount of time away, but I'm staying in Adelaide, so I'll still be doing footy. I do footy probably every day, so it doesn't matter. So I'm enjoying an opportunity to catch up to my family as well, like everyone else will.
Are you really upbeat with the list and where it's at right now?
Yep, yeah, I have. I'm certainly excited by what they've been able to do. As I said, we've pushed them, through this period, and they've responded really well. So I'm really pleased with where they're at.
From talking to the fitness people, I know Darren Burgess has replaced Cam Falloon, and the medical staff, how much more advanced are they this year than last year? Have you got a handle on that?
Oh, look, really tough question for me, not having been here last year, but you look at them now, and I think every AFL club will be in the same. Everyone would be really happy with where they're at going into the Christmas break, because it's the opportunity you get to get them nice and fit. There's no collision injuries much at all come about, so you're in a really healthy position going into Christmas.
Probably the easy way to answer that then, how did they compare to Gold Coast at the time that the Gold Coast started pre-season last year?
Look, I'm not sure. I mean, the Gold Coast is a much younger group, so it's a really difficult, again, to compare those sort of... All I can do is compare the effort that the boys have given from session to session, and that they have never let me down in one stage.
Are you any closer to picking your leadership group? How
No.
far away are we there?
No, as we said right at the start of pre-season, that will come about as the pre-season totally unfolds, and we'll work through that. As I said, I've had the first half of that to look at players. I've still got another half of the pre-season to go. And
have you seen the leadership coming through at this point?
Oh, look, I think they've done really well as far as a group, as I said, keeping themselves accountable, and they've done that really well, and not just one or two of them. I think the whole group's responded well.
Are there any standouts?
In leadership?
Leadership-wise, yeah.
Oh, and I think the club as a whole has stood out. I mean, for me, it's the club's had some issues and they've had some challenges, but as a club, I think as a whole, we've stood up pretty well in the leadership stakes, and that's players, staff, everyone around the footy club stood up well.
So have you been pleasantly surprised by the way things have gone for you here with the players at your disposal, as you spoke about the leadership? Coming from the outside, I guess, have been in trouble for the past couple of years? Yeah,
no, look, I think the thing I understand is the club needs to improve, and that's something that we're going to be working hard as a club to do, and we will. We'll certainly show the signs of a club that is going in the right direction, and I've been really pleased with the direction of the whole club.
And Liam Jarrah, was that a tough decision to pass on him at the end, and why did you overlook him?
No, look, those decisions are all tough because you're talking about players. Now, everyone keeps talking about Liam, but I try to talk about the whole group. There was more than just Liam around. We have a lot of players that come in and try to train with us and try to get a spot on the list. There were issues with players that we have to weigh up, and what we did was weigh up all those issues with all the players and end up with some really good players on our list.
The Jarrah one's interesting. He's going to go back and play for the Magpies. Is that a bit of an indication that you'd like to see your own reserve side sooner rather than later?
Oh, no, I think the key thing with that decision is to make sure Liam Jarrah's got an opportunity to get himself back on track, both on the field and off the field, and give himself a chance to play AFL football again, not necessarily with just any one club. It's about him being able to be well enough to come out and play footy at an AFL club.
Is there one area on your list that needs more improvement than others next year? Any certain positions or anything?
No, not really. I mean, I think we're always trying to improve our list right across the whole list. I mean, we're a club that's got a long way to go, and we know that. We're prepared to work really hard. We just need every player to work to their maximum to give ourselves a chance to improve.
just go back to that reserves point. Is that something, you know, you've been in the job for a couple of months now, is that something you're going to push for in the next 12
Oh no, look, that's something that the club will take care of, and that'll sort itself out as it unfolds. I'm not sure totally what the circumstances are and where that's all going to lead, but what we know now, we know what we're dealing with, we know what we've got to play with, and we're happy to do that.